Hello friends, and welcome to my Old Coin History Our Coin channel. Here, we explore the fascinating world of coins from around the globe, from rare old coins to modern treasures. If you love history, culture, and collecting, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with our journey into the history of money. The L.50 Lire coin of Italy, dated 1974, stands as one of the most emblematic and widely circulated coins of the Italian Republic's post-war monetary system. Minted by the Istituto Poligrafico e Zecca dello Stato in Rome, bearing the R mint mark, it belongs to the modern era of Italian coinage that began after World War II, when Italy transformed from a kingdom into a democratic republic. The 50 lire coin from 1974 was part of a generation of coins that Italians came to associate with their daily lives. The jingle in one's pocket when paying for a morning cappuccino, the soft metallic clatter on cafe counters, the sound of public telephones, vending machines, and small acts of daily commerce. Though modest in face value, the 50 lire coin carried immense symbolic, artistic, and historical meaning that transcended its size. When this coin entered circulation, Italy was passing through a time of profound change. The 1970s were known in Italy as the Anni di Piombo, the years of lead, a period marked by political instability, social unrest, and rapid modernization. Despite inflation and unrest, Italians held deep faith in their craftsmanship and industry, and this was reflected in their currency design. The 50 lire coin, small and made of a silvery alloy called Acmonital, a corrosion-resistant stainless steel, reflected that industrial precision and the utilitarian beauty that Italian design was famous for. The 50 lire coin's resilience and brightness symbolized the endurance of the Italian people during a decade of economic uncertainty and social change. The obverse front of the coin bears the elegant portrait of Italia Turrita, the allegorical female representation of Italy, wearing a mural crown, a crown resembling the walls or towers of a city, which is a symbol of national unity and strength. Around her head is inscribed the legend, Repubblica Italiana, in capital Roman letters, marking the authority of the Republic. The profile of Italia is serene, dignified, and timeless, a visual reminder that, despite changing politics and economies, the essence of Italy's identity remains constant. Designed by Romano Verroi, this portrayal combines classical beauty with modern simplicity. Her calm expression and stylized features suggest the confidence and endurance of a republic still defining itself in the modern age. Turning to the reverse back, one encounters one of the most dynamic and beloved images in Italian coinage, the muscular male figure of Vulcan, the Roman god of fire, metallurgy, and craftsmanship, forging a piece of metal on his anvil. This image was originally designed by the celebrated engraver Giuseppe Romagnoli, and it captures both mythological grandeur and industrial realism. Vulcan is depicted in motion, striking with his hammer, surrounded by symbols of his forge. His strong posture and focused expression symbolize the labor, skill, and creativity that built modern Italy. To his right is the denomination, L.50 inches, and below him, the date, 1974, and the mint mark, R. The depiction of Vulcan is not accidental. He is the divine blacksmith, the creator of tools, weapons, and machines, the perfect metaphor for post-war Italy, a nation rebuilding itself through work, engineering, and art. From a technical standpoint, the 50 lire coin of 1974 continues the specifications introduced in 1954. It was minted in Acmonital stainless steel, a strong yet lightweight material chosen for its durability and resistance to corrosion, ideal for a coin meant to endure decades of circulation. It weighed 6.25 grams, with a diameter of 24.8 millimeters and a thickness of 1.95 millimeters. The edge is smooth, giving it a clean, modern appearance. The coin's silvery color and compact size made it instantly recognizable among Italians. Millions of these coins passed from hand to hand, used for tram tickets, espresso, newspapers, or phone calls. Its design struck the perfect balance between classical inspiration and industrial precision, a hallmark of mid-20th century Italian design. The mintage for 1974 was substantial, with tens of millions of coins produced for everyday use. It was never a rarity in circulation, but each coin carried personal and cultural value. For the average Italian worker, student, or shopkeeper in 1974, 50 lire could buy a small but meaningful item, perhaps a postcard, a loaf of bread, or a token for a cigarette machine. In that sense, it was not just money, but a vessel of memories, connecting generations through the rhythm of daily life. When you think of the sound of coins dropping into an Italian cafe's till or clinking in a mechanic's drawer, you are hearing the music of the 50 lire coin era. From a numismatic perspective, the 50 lire 1974 belongs to the small Vulcano series, catalogued as KM 95.1, which ran from 1954 through 1989. Although not rare, it is beloved among collectors for its clean lines, fine engraving, and symbolic resonance. Collectors evaluate these coins by condition. A lightly circulated coin might show wear on Vulcan's arm or face, while uncirculated examples reveal every detail of the anvil, hammer, and musculature. Stainless steel coins are difficult to find in pristine condition because they were handled frequently and easily scratched. A perfectly preserved 1974 coin shines with mirror-like luster and crisp edges, showcasing the craftsmanship of the Rome Mint. The symbolism of this coin runs deep. Vulcan is not just a mythological figure but an emblem of Italy's work ethic and creativity. In the 1970s, Italian industry, from automobiles to fashion, from engineering to cinema, was a global force. Fiat, Olivetti, and Ferrari represented mechanical brilliance. Designers like Versace and Armani were transforming fashion, and directors like Fellini and Bertolucci were defining Italian cinema. Vulcan, hammering steel at his forge, was the perfect metaphor for this industrious and imaginative nation. The reverse side of the coin thus becomes a tribute to labor, invention, and craftsmanship, values at the core of Italy's identity. The 1974 issue came at a time when inflation was gradually eroding the purchasing power of the lira, yet coins like this remained essential to everyday life. By the late 1980s and 1990s, as prices rose, the 50 lire coin's usefulness diminished, and newer, smaller versions appeared. Eventually, with the introduction of the euro in 2002, the 50 lire coins, along with all other denominations, were demonetized. Yet, the 50 lire coin, especially the 1970s issues, holds sentimental value for Italians who lived during that time. Many people still keep one in a drawer or jewelry box as a memory of childhood, of simpler times, of Italy before the euro, a time when a few coins could buy joy, conversation, and a taste of life. In collector markets today, the 1974 50 lire coin is affordable but cherished. In circulated condition, it might be worth little more than its metal value. However, uncirculated or proof versions can attract attention among numismatists. Beyond market value, what truly endures is its artistic and historical worth. Its balanced proportions, clean modern lettering, and mythological imagery make it a miniature masterpiece of 20th century design. It is studied in numismatic circles as an example of how a small object can embody national identity, uniting mythology, history, and industrial design in a space barely 25 millimeters wide. When you hold an Italian 50 lire coin from 1974, you are holding a story of metal forged by Vulcan, but also by Italy itself, a country of makers, thinkers, and dreamers. You can imagine this coin's journey, minted in Rome, glinting under factory lights, stacked in rolls, delivered to banks, passed from hand to hand across cities like Milan, Turin, Naples, and Palermo. Perhaps it paid for a morning espresso, a bus fare, or a handwritten postcard sent from Florence to Venice. Each scratch or mark on its surface tells of that journey, a million tiny transactions forming the heartbeat of a nation. Its endurance as stainless steel mirrors the endurance of Italy, beautiful, strong, and timeless. Next coin. The L.100 100 Lire coin of Italy from 1977 is one of the most iconic coins of the Italian Republic, representing not just a piece of metal but a slice of the country's history, artistry, and economy during the late 20th century. Issued by the Italian Republic, Repubblica Italiana, this coin carries a deep cultural meaning. It circulated widely throughout Italy for decades before the adoption of the euro, symbolizing a time of industrial growth, political turbulence, and social transformation in the Italian peninsula. The coin was minted at the Istituto Poligrafico e Zecca dello Stato, the state mint in Rome, marked with the mint symbol, R, and dated 1977, a year that fell in the middle of the turbulent 1970s, when Italy faced inflation, oil crises, and political unrest but also experienced creativity, design innovation, and modernization. The design of the 100 Lire coin is both classical and symbolic. On the obverse front side, we see the graceful head of a female figure wearing a laurel wreath, facing left, representing Italia personified, a female allegory of the nation. Around her is the inscription, Repubblica Italiana, beautifully engraved in modern Roman-style lettering, balancing simplicity and authority. The designer of the obverse was Romano Verroi, an accomplished Italian engraver who contributed to the modernization of Italy's post-war coinage. The serene face of Italia reflects wisdom, strength, and the enduring spirit of the Republic, which emerged after World War II from the ruins of monarchy and fascism. The reverse back side of the coin is even more striking. It depicts Minerva, the Roman goddess of wisdom, the arts, and defensive war. She stands tall, facing an olive tree, holding a spear in her right hand while gently extending her left hand toward the tree, as if nurturing it. The olive tree symbolizes peace, growth, and prosperity, while Minerva symbolizes intelligence, knowledge, and the just use of power. The inscription, L.100 inches, the denomination, appears prominently to the left, and below it, the year, 1977, and the mint mark, R, indicate its production in Rome. The overall design was created by the talented artist Giuseppe Romagnoli, who designed several of Italy's most admired coins. This blend of art and symbolism makes the 100 Lire series a miniature masterpiece of modern numismatic design. The coin's technical specifications were advanced for its time. It was made of Acmonital, a special stainless steel alloy resistant to corrosion and wear, chosen for durability in daily use. It weighs approximately 8.0 grams, measures 27.8 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge that gave it a tactile sense of security. Millions of Italians carried this coin in their pockets every day, to buy coffee, a newspaper, or a tram ticket. It became a familiar sound in Italy's cafes, shops, and markets, the metallic clink of lira coins defining an era of cash-based daily life before digital banking. In 1977, Italy was part of a rapidly changing Europe. The country's economy was struggling with inflation, unemployment, and industrial strikes. Yet, at the same time, Italian design, cinema, and fashion were flourishing. The 100 Lire coin circulated alongside the 50 Lire and 200 Lire coins, bridging small daily transactions with a sense of national identity. The large mintage, estimated at over 253 million pieces, means that ubiquitous across Italy. Though common in circulation, it became a familiar symbol of stability amidst social change. Each worn example today tells a silent story. Coins passed through countless hands, perhaps paying for espresso at a bar in Rome, bread in Naples, or a bus ride in Milan. From a numismatic perspective, the 1977 100 Lire coin is part of the standard type issued. From 1955 to 1989, catalogued as KM 96.1. Although it is not a rare year, Collectors prize well-preserved examples because stainless steel coins often develop scratches or lose luster. A coin in uncirculated mint condition reveals incredible detail. You can see Minerva's robe folds, the delicate olive leaves, and the sharp edges of the inscriptions. In circulated condition, however, the coin becomes a time-worn token of Italy's bustling economic life. The high mintage made it accessible to everyone, yet its symbolic design gives it artistic and historical value far beyond its face value. With the adoption of the euro in 2002, the 100 lire coin, along with the rest of Italy's lira currency, was officially retired from circulation. On the 28th of February 2002, the lira ceased to be legal tender, and millions of these coins were either melted down, stored away, or kept as souvenirs. To many Italians, these coins are nostalgic reminders of the Lira era, a time before the Eurozone, when prices were counted in hundreds or thousands of lire, and coins like this one defined daily commerce. For coin collectors worldwide, the 1977 L100 coin remains an affordable yet historically rich artifact, representing the technological progress and artistic values of 20th century Italy. In the broader cultural sense, this coin connects mythology, national identity, and craftsmanship. Minerva, as a Roman goddess, links Italy's modern republic to its ancient Roman past. The olive tree, rooted in Mediterranean heritage, speaks of peace and prosperity. The woman on the obverse symbolizes civic virtue and republican strength. The coin thus becomes a perfect marriage of art and economics, proof that even a small everyday object can carry deep meaning. When you hold the L100 coin from 1977, you're not just holding metal, you're holding a fragment of Italy's living history, its struggles, its creativity, and its enduring beauty.